Hey guys, this is Derek Schomer, one of the developers for Dungeon Rustlers. What I wanted to show you today is a little sneak peek into level 28 and level 29 of Dungeon Rustlers. These are two levels that will be available very soon for the early access members that have been purchasing Dungeon Rustlers on Steam. Of course, if you don't know anything about that, you should go to Steam and, of course, do that. One of the big game mechanics you're going to find moving from level 26 and above is the color change mechanic. There are two styles of angels, orange angels and blue angels. These angels can only be damaged if you're currently carrying the color that matches the angel's color. You'll find new switching statues sprayed around different parts of the level. These switching statues will be either orange or blue. If you touch the switch, you will get the color that switch currently is. The switch then toggles to the other color, and you can switch back and forth until your heart's content. I recommend switching colors whenever an angel from that specific color is charging at your face. Since I'm still working on the development aspects of this, what I've done right now is I've added a blue or an orange ring under your character as she walks. This lets you know which color you're currently switched to, and which one you can cause damage with. That graphic's subject to change, but I kind of like where I'm going with it right now. And moving on to stage 29, this one really highlights, more specifically, some of the new jib artwork we've been working on. So not only can you kill a lot of creatures, and not only are there a lot of creatures in some of these advanced levels, but they leave little giblets on the ground as you kill them. It's not blood and gore per se, it's just kind of pieces of the creature. This helps to give you a little bit of a historic context to just how many things you've actually had to kill. It's not nearly exciting to know you might have killed a whole pile of things, but it is definitely kind of cool to see the whole pile of things that was your work. And while the color switch mechanic is very primitive in its abilities, you switch from blue to orange depending on what you need to fight, it adds a new level of intensity and situational awareness to where you might be currently standing within a stage. As you see, when I'm out of position and a whole horde of angels of one specific color come running at me, and I have them between that color switch, I need to figure out a creative way to get there without dying. And while I can push them back by repeatedly firing at them to continue to push them back pixel by pixel, other creatures don't seem to really care, and they'll just keep coming. In some of the later stages, what you may find is that lining your enemies up for slaughter is a lot more efficient than trying to attack multiple enemies from multiple angles, especially if you're playing the Knight class, which has a very strong melee attack. And the more things you can line up in front of your sword, the better. Also highlighted in these two levels are the bats. This is a new creature I'm working on. I'm still kind of tuning the speed a little bit because I wanted the bats to be fairly aggressive. They come at you fast. They don't have a lot of hit points, but they can be really darn annoying. And here I'm going to work my way out of this corner. While cornering yourself can be pretty good, because that means everything has to come right at your face, and you can just mow it down. When you bring in the concept of a blue and an orange angel, it's going to be really bad on your health if you tuck yourself in a corner and all the enemies that come at you are immune. So my goal here was to get back to that statue in case blue angels come out after these orange angels are out. I don't want to be caught with my guard down. And while there might be a lot of loot and gold all around me, I'm very hesitant to pick it all up. If I die and I lose all my abilities, I'm going to need that gold to be able to regain my abilities so that I can continue a fight, because the enemies, they're not going to stop coming. You'll also find that red slimes from time to time are great to leave alive and not to really bother until all the aggressive enemies are gone. Because as you kill those red slimes, they birth small slimelings, which can be very aggressive in packs. In some of these larger levels later in the game, it might be in your best interest to wait until most of the creatures are dead before you go exploring, because you may not want to get caught in a situation where you can't recover. Hopefully you guys like a little sneak peek into some of the future levels that you're going to be seeing coming down the pike in the next coming days and weeks. Please don't forget, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and give us your consideration for a next future purchase if you're currently not a Dungeon Rustlers owner. Check us out on Steam. Have a good one, guys.